small embassy in the Azure City. They do not have strong presence in Azure Empire, but yeah, the Order of the Flame of Endif might work.
Alright.
Also, giant flying castle might be a bad idea to put near any big cities.
Yeah,
What
I
about
know
a
that.
giant flying dragon? Is that gonna be a problem?
Yes, as I call over to him, who's somehow listening into this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
messing.
dying, Jai. Be quiet.
This giant flying dragon would also probably be bad.
Yes.
Unless
Until-
he would allow me to treat him as a mount.
I'm fine with that. I'm being used
we
as one
already
anyway.
do.
Bridle,
Yeah.
all that fun stuff.
Until our weapons and the equipment are complete by the Titan Forge, we will scout the Azure and help where we can.
Huh? Did you say
Also,
we're gonna
I'm more than interested in that Order of the Flame that of yours.
Jenkiro, you're really breaking up, like, pretty much.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you have some problems with internet, I believe.
I am making my kitten angry.
You bastard!
I'm playing with her ears while she's trying to sleep.
I'll get you for
Oh,
this!
you bastard. Anyways, has Simon like disconnected? Or maybe he's
Yeah.
restarting the router.
No, he's back. Not in Skype, but back online.
Yeah.
We'll see him soon enough.
Yeah, basically before you will be able to go, there will be some visitors.
Alright, as I was saying,
Yes.
until our weapons and the equipment are completely done by the Titan Forge, we will scout the Azure Empire and help where we can. Besides, I am more than interested in meeting this Order of the Flame of yours.
Yeah, they were just a bunch of drunks usually. all they do is sit around the
Oh my god.
guild hall and drink and tell stories about their
Okay.
so-called past conquests.
Basically,
Glory
it is
days.
possible to make
I am more than interested in meeting this Order of the Flame you keep talking about.
Technically, it is possible for you to one day make a teleportation close to the Azure Empire, then spend 2 or 3 days going around and checking stuff out, and then on the next day get back here with teleportation. Of course, you, aside from, yeah, if Endif would be using the teleportation use magic device, then he would have it easier, but the rest of you, I don't believe you were in Azure Empire before, so you'll
I'm
need
not
to
trained in it, but we do have that map thing that I can go and be like, hey, show us the Azure Empire if you guys tell me about it.
Yeah, I believe you were shown about
Most
few
likely.
specific things, few small specific things about.
Let's go to that map thing.
Alright?
Cartography.
Yeah, I believe that was navigation room.
Yeah, we've got a cartography navigation room. We could do it there. Or try and plug it in somehow. Sorry,
Okay, yeah, it won't be without problem. Like
Plug his soul into the navigation.
and if you feel like some of your memories get poured into this device, and then of course on your eyes you see as the map forms and shows you the a lot of terrain of Azure Empire that you as yourself
that's
visited,
happened
and if
before, isn't it? We attached ourselves and it could see areas we were familiar with.
yes, so that's how it works with, and it shows the familiar areas of Azure
Yep.
Empire. Yeah, I don't
And
know.
it would
Just
be-
a question, like, because I only shown them up the biggest cities because I don't fucking want to put several dozen small villages. So, are you from one of the big cities, or is it smaller village that's not shown on
I
the map?
think we went over. We went over that part, but I'd assume it'd be either the capital itself or just outside of the capital, where I'd be from.
Okay, so one of the smaller villages that's close to Holy Azure City, which is
Yep.
the capital. Yeah, the typical village that's focused on making grains and farming to deliver a food for the main city of the empire.
Yep. And just to be sure, you do remember that part of the backstory that we agreed upon, right?
Yes, I
Because
remember.
that's always fun.
Yes, and especially considering what happened last session, it will be even more fun.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
What happened besides the Titan stuff? Huh. Okay.
it will be a
Oh,
shitstorm.
that.
It will be a
Oh
shitstorm.
dear. This'll be fun.
When I activate it, you will be so fucked in the Empire.
DM activated his trap card. We're all
Oh,
fucked.
oh god. Is it gonna be a Scourge of Lordaeron levels?
Who knows?
Do I seriously have to shoot my way out of an entire town? Oh god.
Big major military city, most likely.
Yeah. I have got a really overpowered against big amounts of enemies, but yeah.
Yeah, but rule of cool for huge amount of guys. Like, basically what Endiv could tell you, that's common knowledge, that for the past few years Empire wasn't involved in any kind of war. They had some kind of tension with tenants of Ember Forest. The city of Isena is Elven City, one of the main Elven cities. They don't have formal country, but they claim that the Ember Forest is themselves, so Azure Empire, some of the generals were very willing to go with war with them, but for now they stay back. But because of that, and because not many, because there are also some generals that decided, well, fuck it then, we don't have much more to do here on this continent. There are no chances for us to gain fame, glory and whatnot. So they decided, okay, we built some ships and we are going exploring and hopefully colonize new land. But that's only a few of them. The rest of the generals, because there's quite a few of those, because yeah, Azure Empire is really powerful. Some of them, last you heard, there was some kind of tension growing on, like as I mentioned previously. One, there is a lot of very ambitious generals. Second, the lineage of the emperor is very, there are a lot of bastard sons, a lot of emperor children. So if the emperor dies, there's a huge possibility of a clusterfuck. That the people will start to fight for the throne. Typical Game of Thrones thingy.
Yeah. Typical power shortage.
Power struggle.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I have some scene for you that is probably happening before you are able to go. It's late evening. At the late evening, that's getting close to 10 or 11 p.m. Where are you on the tower?
I'm in the library.
Sleeping on top of Jai. best medic ever.
Yeah, I believe I might be. I don't swing Dwarven way.
Oh god.
Because as you might know, I don't sleep anymore.
Mm.
Okay, so
You're
those who
killing
are not sleeping and are in the library, suddenly you hear, for you it's a loud bang coming from the common central floor. Not
Can I make a
central,
perception check to wake up?
not central common hall, but in a moment. Not
I
central
would
common
be in the
hall,
library
but
as well.
Oh wait, you are in the common living quarters. Yeah, you can make a perception checks because the bank was kind of loud. Yeah, that somebody appeared probably, or something appears probably something near the teleportation elevators and whatnot, and suddenly there's like a very okay. In fantasy, there is no British Empire, but basically the guy that starts talking very loudly, he has very thick British accent, like.
Shitty rolls.
What the fuck was that, Jack? Like, you fucking idiot.
Right, I draw my sword and starts heading towards the noise.
I don't draw my sword and head towards the noise.
You don't have your swords.
No, I always have my swords. I just don't draw them because
Yeah, but you
I
lent
do
them.
that in combat.
You lent them to the smith so we could upgrade them.
I figured I would have had them back by now.
Not yet.
It's third day. Yeah, I believe it might be
Oh.
one day more before, like tomorrow you will get them back. And basically, like they're talking like, "Oi, stop screaming at me, Ozzy." They were, it showed me that the thing was here, so, yeah, I believe we are here. And the third voice, different one, is like, yeah, no shit, Jimmy, this place looks, yeah, this is the place. Okay, and as you approach, you see 3 people.
Do I wake up? Just to be sure.
Yeah, but you will be there at the later date.
Sure.
The other ones
Tomorrow.
were closer. And you can see, basically, imagine fantasy version of, first of all, Ozzy Osbourne,
Hey.
second of all, Jack Black, and third of all, oh my god, what's the name of the guy who's the
Carl Gass.
vocalist of Motorhead, Jimmy Kilmister?
Lemmy.
Kilmister. Oh, Lemmy, so not Jimmy, but Lemmy.
So a British rock star was teleported in.
I mean,
Right,
they are
okay.
not them. They are just
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Bad clones.
basically what you learn very quickly, unless you decide to start trying to kill them, is that yeah, basically they are 3 like very high level bards that are traveling around as a band. And
This is the best.
I love the idea that Lemmy's a high level bard.
yeah, it's
Are you sure he's not a skald barbarian?
yeah, it's Ozzy, Lemmy, like they are from your guild, as it will turn out.
Ooh. Bear in mind, when can I wake up? Because I'm in the mage quarters. Do I get a perception check to wake up?
Yeah, but the DC will be high because you are way up there and the echo might not be
Right,
enough.
I'll just listen to this amusing conversation rather than not.
Would I know of them since they're in our guild and I've been a bard member for a couple of years?
Give me knowledge. Local, the DC will be very low and very easy. Because
comes
as it
knowledge.
turns out, in your guild, yeah, they are kinda well known.
I knew it. I knew there were gonna be a 1. I knew it.
You scratch your head, maybe, but you don't remember a thing. Maybe they were making a concert in different part of the world.
Or maybe they're ducks and you have no idea what you're doing anymore.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I believe this is the tower Warion said that these guys have. The Legion, it's called, and the guy, the Aussie, is like, who the fuck is Legion? No, wait, that's not very British. Oi, mate,
Who the fuck is Legion?
who the fuck is Legion?
Adam's having fun with this.
Yeah, try to make a Polish guy imitate a British accent.
There's no chance I can't do that.
Trying to make a Finnish guy speak English or what?
I have a coworker who can't say cinnamon unless she says it in a British accent.
What, cinnamon?
Yeah, so as you approach, like, these guys look around. And yeah, like, more or less they look like bards, but Lemmy might also have some skulls and some kind of weapon on his back. Basically, it's like fantasy version of Brutal Legend, because these guys
Yeah.
were there too.
I'm the guardian of metal.
I'm the guardian of fucking metal. uh,
They're carrying around axes and shit.
yeah, oi, you! And the Aussie, like, looks at approaching Linkir, I believe.
Oi, who are you? What are you doing in our castle?
See, I told you it was a castle.
Oh, is it a castle? Not really shaped like one.
And the
fortress.
Jack says to Ozzy, it's a flying one. You must be Genkiro then, mate.
Oh, yeah,
That's right. You are.
The Ozzy, like, he shows at himself, Ozzy. He shows at the second guy, Jack, and to the third guy, Lemmy. And to get this over with quickly, and he pulls out a sign, amulet, and you clearly see that there's a signet of your guild. Looking
Alright.
old and weary, but still actual.
Alright, I sheath my sword. Alright. And that still doesn't explain why you're here.
Well, two things, of course. To meet fellow guild members and find a place to crash down and sleep.
Alright.
I mean, and the Jack guy, I mean, it's a huge one. You definitely have beds.
Nope, they're all full.
Oi, don't fuck with me, mate.
They're full of the Eldritch Abominations we've released.
They're all sleeping here, giving us their money.
And the Lemmy,
That and the one remaining room is taken up by our pet dragon.
and
Yeah,
and
that
Lemmy, releasing Eldritch Abominations, like a typical noobs of this guild.
Oi!
We're professional monster releasers. We're no noobs.
We
have
killed
been in
Eldritch
this business for a
Abominations,
long
at least
time
that
now.
works once.
We survived. We survived things more horrible than you could ever think about.
And
Literally, if you think about it, you'll go crazy.
mate, I saw so many things that are fucking crazy that you won't even believe. Believe me on that. Yeah, anyways, they
Believe.
say that they come here in these parts after like traveling far from here in the unexplored lands. Probably as he says that the Auti appears. Arrives.
Like, oh my god, it's not you guys, it's face palms. No. I'm pretty sure I know them since I've been in the guild for quite some time.
For many years, yeah, and they basically, because you might have known them for a long time, you might also know that these guys, death doesn't stick to them.
Like,
How many of those guys are there? And why is it only one of them?
why I'm not?
I mean, Auti is not eternal and immortal.
No.
She doesn't have that template,
Yeah.
but they have.
I'm pretty sure Lemmy is immune to poison too.
Yeah, he is. Even if, because I don't have classes for them prepared, they are just characters that I decided to throw in because I had that idea for a long time. Because I played too
Hope
much
it worked
Brutal
it.
Legend. And yeah, they say that they were
Thick as a
traveling.
baby's arm.
They traveled a lot, and then while they were here, they of course visited Varian guy to see how the old bastard's hanging. How's it going with his life? And then they heard that somebody from the guild has ownership of the it's pimping like flying castle. So they decided to drop by, say hello, and maybe get some rest.
All right. Well, it is.
So, and the thing is that Ozzy doesn't even ask for permission. It's like, so mates, where are the rooms?
Like, please show them into some place with some horrible energy abomination. Maybe they'll get rid of them.
Open the portal to the star spawns of Cthulhu.
Oh, no,
Probably
no,
kick
no,
your
no. We
ass.
are here to rest, not fight your battles. Come on, don't be a pussy.
Oh,
Tell you
God.
what. You teach me some of your vocal magic, and you'll get to stay here free of charge. How's that sound?
No.
It's a flying city, not a hotel, so we would get that free of charge from the beginning. But, oh well, you look like a half decent bard, so we might give you a few bits about good songs. And like Jack starts. Oh my God, what's the song of the Tenacious D? Like oh.
Kick. What was it? Kick-ass? No.
Not Kickapoo, definitely not. Like
Not Kickapoo.
the best. Never mind.
Not tributes.
But you know what?
Yeah.
He might throw some others. Like, yes, you are fucked. Shit out of luck.
Mhm.
Oh, I do not need.
A microphone. My voice is fucking powerful. Yeah, so that's the thing. And else he might throw like all aboard, like Crazy Train or welcome to welcome to the jungle is fucking Axl Rose. I mean, like if Jai, okay, so if Jai said that, I believe sooner or later we will come that they say, well, you might think like that, but a lot of more and more people in the guild gets a wind of that you have the tower and it looks really huge and has a lot of place, so yeah, they might start dropping by more often.
Feel free to stay. The more people we have in here, the less chance someone that attacks us survives.
More bodies to hide behind when another electric abomination decides to be a wizard.
Oh, Master Exploder.
Yes, Master Exploder, that's the name. Okay, so as they are getting like, oh whatever, we find ourselves, we might as well wander around and check out this place. So as they are gathering their stuff and going to one of the quarters, probably either common on Royal because they are fucking rockstar, not rockstars like Bard stars.
Should we show them
Look,
let them sleep in the house of pleasure?
It's not destroying our suspension of disbelief. We accept that they're rock stars.
Yeah.
They have some
Tell
people
me,
there.
tell me if they go into the maid. Tell me if they go into the mage quarter, seeing as I'm still asleep in there and haven't had.
More to the Royal. But as they are going to the Royal, you might have heard they bickering because they seem like a good folks. So the typical British accent goes flying one way or another. Like, where they were kinda wonders that they didn't want us to stay here. Like they said, charge or something. Yeah, basically that's typical shit. But before that, as they left, and before you moved backwards, there's another like boom, and in the same place there's a new group that appears. But the group
Okay.
that Genhiro knows, it's Ramus and the others.
Oh.
And guess what happens? Ramus immediately sees you, and you see that she's slightly pale and very angry. Like she's not stumbles. She very quickly approaches to you, and she gives you a slap on the face.
Alright.
And the first thing, like she says, "What were you thinking?"
Not going to lie, I may not have deserved that. But you're going to have to be a bit more specific on the thinking part.
What the hell was in your head when you decided to go on a fucking suicide mission to this near the Land of Ashes? You'd die.
We're still alive, aren't we?
Yeah, only because one of you, and she quickly looks at Piper, and she just shakes her head, showing that the guy who... Obviously, it's obvious that they are talking about Lysander, who convinced you otherwise. I mean, he was a major part of convincing you otherwise.
Oh yeah, you were part of that, Lysander.
I'm not here to blame.
Yeah.
No. That was one of the sessions where you weren't
Well,
here.
no.
So I use your
used
character. I use your character as a guy who convinced Genkiro to not go on the fucking suicide mission because he was in the not
Thank you, Matt.
right place of the mind.
I
And he
forgot
would,
about that one.
he would probably die and kill and took along the rest of your party.
Thank you very much, because that's exactly what I'd want to do. Jesus Christ, Simon, were you trying to kill everyone again?
Not Simon Genkiro.
Oh.
That's his character. He's kinda
Yeah.
obsessed by the Phantom Troop. He role played that convincingly, and I used your character. Anyways, do not.
You freaking rolled a 20 on your diplomacy check. That is probably the most part that changed Genkiro's mind.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's the last time I've ever used diplomacy.
Yeah, so Piper just simply shakes his hand and says, their spellcaster guy, I think the name's Lysander, he's not here. Maybe probably somewhere in the distance. Yeah, like, and Ramus, of course, she's still angry. Like, remind me to thank him for saving your life and avoiding doing a stupid decision.
And what do you want me to do? Just leave... And he kind of stutters and just storms off back towards the library.
Oh, no, I haven't finished talking with you. And she
You will
follows you.
stay and listen.
Unless she follows me all the way to the library, I'm not stopping.
She follows you all the way, and she easily keeps up, and she keeps saying that, well, what I would do is to not charge in blindly, believing some not confirmed rumors, and letting yourself killed. You need to be prepared. You told me yourself, and I know it, that these guys you deal with, and I might be able to help you with, they are dangerous and they are prepared. They will know you will be coming. Do you really wanna die that much? Does the revenge really matters to you? Does the revenge really is? And she wait. What I'm trying to say?
And
She makes
as
a pout and she says, "Does the revenge the only thing you can think of?"
and as she says this, Genko just stops in his tracks, kind of looks back at Ramis, and you can see his eyes are slightly bloodshot, and he is really in a contemplative state of mind. In one hand, his sole reason to joining the guild was to get more information about the troop. The other hand, he doesn't really want to risk others to get the troop, but he feels that if he doesn't move soon, others will pay the price, and he doesn't want that. And what do you expect me to do? Just forgive and forget? These monsters are the sole reason why I am still alive.
No, forgiveness and forgetting is the last thing that I will ask you of. Listen, and she obviously calms down, and she now speaks very silently, almost in whisper. Of course, you hear it very clearly. Listen, as I said, you are not for me. You are not just pass by romance. I want to help you and I want to live with you, but I cannot live with a dead man who will who will just go straight for his death, even if along the way I want to take down the Phantom Troop as much as you want, but I also want to have somebody to spend the rest or most of my life after that.
And excuse me, my brother is here visiting. Give me a minute.
What timing?
Okay. Yeah, but okay, so we might do a cut because as Ramus stomped after Genkiro, the rest of the group, like the girls look at each other, then they look at the rest of the like Aoti and Endiv. Well, that went as we expected.
Hmm.
Maybe even better than we expected.
Okay. What were you expecting?